happening? What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on?
What's up with everybody?
That
Uh,
Boogie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Step
Had
Boogie.
me nervous. I was like, where you at?
I was in there the whole time. It said I was watching the show from beginning to up until this point. It said I was backstage. So I ain't know if something I just went out and came back in.
Our producer a little slow. That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching the show. Great
Hey,
show.
first of all, check yourself, Little Red Riding, because he just popped in. Did you hear what he said?
He said he was
He had to go
backstage
back
chilling.
out and come back in.
He was in the green room.
Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with on this end. So go on to grandma's house with your basket, baby.
So coming in from DMV, we got manager and artist.
Okay.
Mr. Step Boogie.
Yeah, producer. I feel like I'm a revolutionist,
Come on.
artist.
Come on.
I think I'm a poet.
Say
I
that.
think I'm a messenger.
That. Put it
a
all out there.
prophet. I think I'm all that.
Dope. So how long have you been into this?
Don't think, know that, brother.
As far as music,
yes, all of it. Because you were
I never forget. I think I was 18 and I was laying in the bed and I was feeling depressed because I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And it was coming to that point where I knew I was about to have to leave my mother's house. At that time, the house was kind of broken. Me and her husband didn't get along. It was just friction in the house. I was an insecure kid outside the house. But I had a lot of pain. So I was laying in the bed, not knowing what I'm going to do. And God whispered to me. It started out, he said, I want you to use music as a way to express yourself. And that's how it started. It became bigger than music, but he literally whispered that to me. And I've been on that journey ever since. That was 2004 when he whispered that to me.
Come on.
That's deep, my brother.
Yep.
So you saying God talking to you is what inspired you on music, period, from the jump.
Yeah, but I think it was deeper than music because his conscience, when he spoke to me, he didn't use music. He just told me to use it. Just use it as a way to express myself. So I think the main thing, he wanted me to be a loud voice. So he made me study people like Ali. And even not even just fame, it was people in the neighborhood that I admired that spoke with conviction. I used to study them. And now I get why I used to study. Because when I was young, like I said, I was insecure. I was quiet. But once he let me know what my purpose was, I immediately just had a certain confidence about myself because he revealed my purpose. That's the best blessing I ever had in life, like him revealing my purpose.
So basically you was shown to use your voice.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's a beautiful thing to be able to listen to God and tap into that, even though like it's against your personal fears, and turn that around and use what God gave you. That's dope.
And I always just love music, of course, hip hop. I love classic hip hop. Period.
So who is this? Who inspires you?
Tupac. Real quick, because I was looking at the show, the first video y'all played, and y'all was like, "That's deep." When he was like, "You ain't real," and he said, "You ain't real unless you get put out." Whoever that is, shout out to him.
IRE Beezy.
Yeah, shout out to him. But I was influenced by people like Tupac, Nas, Cormega. I feel like I always talk about them in interviews. So I love Tupac, I love Scarface, but I'm gonna give some other artists shine that inspired me. Like it's some guys in Memphis right now, Don Tripp and Starlito and Trapper Man Dale. I love what they doing.
Yeah. I'm big on Starlito.
Yeah, Starlito, that's my man. I love artists that put a lot of work in. Like I like it's equivalent. I feel like rap is like boxing. Like the boxers that stayed in the gym, that's how I feel about the rappers that stay in the studio and stay creating. Cormega just came out with an album. Shout out to the great Cormega. I like artists like that. I was inspired by people like AZ, Guru from Gangstar, even Kanye West. I heard y'all talking about Kanye.
Yeah,
I love Kanye. It's like, I love Kanye. A lot of people, because I feel like the world just messed up anyway. Anything goes anyway. So I feel like Kanye, he trolling. It's just, he's doing what he doing because he found the niche in the system. Right. They react to any little stupid shit, and he bring attention to himself to sell whatever he's selling. You know what I mean? And the only thing Kanye got to be careful with, in my opinion, and I don't want to judge him, it's just what I believe in. I feel like we can't confuse the message. You know what I'm saying? I think God's message is clear. It's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Kanye got to take a chance with his influence and don't have to troll as much.
So do you consider what he's doing is trolling, or is he really getting the message out? It's just being misinterpreted.
The message of Kanye is period, because he's still human. That's one thing I remember. Like, even though I love him and I admire his boldness, I know he's not God. So I can't look at Kanye like everything he do I agree with, because I admire him. But the one thing I think Kanye is displaying, independent thinking. You know what I mean? A lot of people control the trends. Like, I seen the majority of the Black community, we hated Trump. And I'm not saying Trump is not this or that, but a lot of our people hated Trump just because they was told to hate him. If you ask 90% of our people, why do you hate him? They don't. I just don't like how he talk. You know, it's no real merit behind it. That's how.
Now they'll say, oh, because he's just a liar and he's a racist and this, that, and the other.
And orange.
I actually was one of those. But I don't like politics, period. But I used to respect Trump.
Yeah. Look,
I respect anybody that's truthful. If he an enemy, I'd rather deal with it. I respect the enemy that's gonna let me know off the break instead of one that want to put his arm around me and set me up. You know, I feel like Obama is more dangerous to me, Trump.
Hey, look, we had a debate when all that shit was going, and they're like, "Oh, you're a Trump lover." I'm like, no, you got to respect the man because he's telling you exactly what the fuck he's going to do and what's going on. He a white nigga.
Straight up, right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't agree with
my bad. Go ahead, bro.
I can't agree with that Trump shit, but I'm gonna get off that anyway because I'm gonna rewind it back. I wanted to talk about and ask you about some of the artists. Basically, a lot of the artists that you named, it confirmed what you said about deep expression. Like, that's what you into. Like, you know what I'm saying? The conviction you were speaking of and the deep expression and the poetic side of you putting that pen to that paper and expressing yourself in a proper way. All those artists that you named at first, like, is masters in that. You was talking about Tupac, Nas, Scarface, cats like that.
Pac is at the top though. Like,
so
Pac's so great. Man, somebody told. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I see that you the type of artist. That's what you focus on.
Abolitionist. My bad. That shit just popped up.
I like the feel artists.
That's
if an artist can make me feel them, you feel me? Like my mother, like, I study live performances. Go look at Michael Jackson, 1988 Grammys. He performing, he doing the way you made me feel, because you know Mike do the dance and he captured the man, and then it switched to the man in the mirror, and you can really see the pain in Mike. Yeah, go look at Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry, when Africa was going through their problems, and Bob was over there trying to uplift the people. And when he performed it, it was like Bob was really crying to his own lyrics. I'm like, damn, that's a different type of, that ain't just performing. That's really trying to reach your people. Right. So I always get with the art. I heard a song by Patti LaBelle called "It's a Shame" shout out to my mother, Hit Me the Music, where Patty is literally humming at the end of the song. It ain't a note. She's humming the pain.
Yeah.
You know,
The type of music that you talking about right now, that side of the game, that shit saved my life, bro. Like listening to that type of shit right there, that shit done saved me in moments where I wanted to do certain shit that I shouldn't have been doing. I was thinking other ways that I shouldn't have been thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit touched the soul, the type of music you talking about.
It's the ancestral tribal music. You know, we hummed in the fields, we sang in the fields, you know, from the pain and the
and
shit
it can't die.
Right.
You know, die.
And
Negro spirituals, as they call them.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
have, you know, I believe in ancestrals, and you have shit that float, that hit certain people when they need to hit them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And when they put it out there, you know, you're like, damn, where you get this song from? And sometimes it be just that one song that can change your whole way of thinking or whatever, and they come out the blue.
Yeah.
Hey, Q, I'm glad you said that. Hip hop tapped into the new Negro spiritual. Real hip hop, yeah, definitely tapped into that soul and them real Negro spirituals.
Hip hop was the real baby.
It did it over and over again too.
Hip hop was the baby. Like black music as a whole is the Negro spiritual. It got us through. It can't die. Hip hop took every element of black music and put it all in one. It's the most revolutionary thing, period. Hip hop.
Not just music, the culture. Like hip hop is a culture.
Definitely.
Yeah, the culture. Music just a piece of hip hop.
Right.
But
it's what's in here, and that's where it all stemmed from. It's the root, basically.
So let me ask you this. I'm pretty sure you do that type of music, you know what I'm saying, being influenced by them type of artists. Is that kind of what you look for, like in the artists that you rock with? Like, do you look for that poetic side and that deep shit, or do you push them even when they not on that? Do you push them to bring that out of them?
All the time. Like, that's just me. Like, I mean, the artistry, we could get a beat. Like, I've never made a song. Every beat that I've ever written to, the beat dictated what I was going to talk about. It was never no premeditated song, meaning I'm making music off of feeling. I'm just putting my heart on the beat. So most of the artists I really connect with, no matter, I encourage them, no matter what their truth is, rap about it. Some of your truth might be coming from a negative aspect. Like I used to, I respect King Von as an artist. Like I'm a hustler in the street. I'm against the jack boy. Anybody that's out here robbing, I'm against them. But I'm about truth. So when I heard King Von making music about stories where they was really robbing people, which I'm really against, because I come from that element. I was the one got to watch those type, but I respected it so much because no matter how you view it, he still was teaching. He still was teaching people how wicked that lifestyle is.
Right.
I heard him in the song. He got a song talking about, I bet you can't relate. And he talking about people that he might have had to leave and hunt him. And I'm not glorifying it, but it made me have to not be so judgmental and respect the truth in it.
That part.
Yeah, it made you think about the fact that him as an artist, he was tapping into some shit that he really going through.
Right.
There you go.
It just, even though you don't agree with it, you saw the art, you saw the artistic side of it.
I seen it.
It's the open-mindedness of it, because it's like, just because you can't relate to it doesn't mean that it's not relatable to others.
Yeah. And it's true.
And
some people need that education. Some people, I already got their education in the streets. Me personally, I never had my left hand like how it's supposed to be, because strangers shot me. People I don't even have emotional, so I know about it. But it's some young people that's coming up that's so influenced that don't really know how critical that life is. You could go listen to King Von and be like, look, man, do you really want to live in that shit? You know what I mean? You could really educate from those songs that some people are trying to outcast.
Right. Because it's funny that you said that, because I believe we had a conversation about that the other day. A lot of times, you know, when you see people that grew up in a struggling environment or a troubled environment, as you say, those generally are the ones that, you know, they don't want to be in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, that's all they know. But then you got the wannabes, you know, them are the loud ones.
Them
the
the
ones that's trying to make it seem like they just hard and tough and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Pretty, you know, that's basically what it all boils down to.
The real ones, I'm glad you said
ones.
that, Q, because that's the truth like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
The real ones will tell you that ain't the lifestyle to be in.
This ain't what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the wannabes, those are the dangerous ones.
Yeah, they the real dangerous ones.
They danger to themselves.
No, they dangerous too.
They the true menace to society.
Yeah.
Because
they got something to prove to other people. You know what I'm saying? They trying to fit in with them other motherfuckers. So that's what make them dangerous. Oh, I pop him. I'm down. I'm gonna show you. And mother, you know,
Gangstar made a song about that a long time ago because he mentioned Guru just to get a rep.
Legendary.
Classic hip hop song about that whole thing you talking about.
Yeah.
Or like what you talking about, the wannabes, it make me think of a line that Scarface said when he be like, a man without a focus life would drive him insane. So society already hard, it's already rigged. They already got the dangle over our eyes. Like a lot of our people are influenced by status. So they are putting people in status to influence trends, whether that's clothing, whether that's the type of female or man you're supposed to get. And most people without a focus ain't going to accomplish nothing anyway, but it don't take away their desire to get a certain thing.
Right.
But they don't have no focus on their own. So, like he said, they wannabes, they doing anything to obtain that image, even if that means I'm willing to rob and take this person's life just to come up. They heartless. You know,
just an example. Your boy, what's his name? 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
The rainbow head.
Yeah, ruthless. But forget 6ix9ine. I used to didn't like that. That's what I'm saying. Like the game be hypocritical, and it's nobody really to check people no more. Like I feel like the people, they felt sympathetic for the people he might have told on, but I'm at war. So I viewed it like, y'all gonna get mad that he told on these people now and they in, but they the same dumb niggas who was funding a nigga in Tekashi who was putting a certain energy out there that's gonna have young people be ruthless out here, to be disrespectful. He had no respect, and they funding him to, like I said, people was rocking with Tekashi because he got status. And you got people like 50, and I love 50. It's like 50, you that guy. Y'all always talk about coming from Southside, this, that, and the third. Y'all could change somebody's life immediately. Y'all could have got somebody that's more talented than Tekashi, but since he got clicks and views, 50 got him on the song. And then when he telling this, oh, that's not my son no more. To me, Tekashi exposed a lot of people character. Where I'm come from, we don't entertain clowns, period. It didn't take for him to tell on niggas for me to know he a clown. This is what I expect him to do.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you on that.
That's that. But he came in as that wannabe talent.
But see,
whoever fund him, that's the real enemy. It's a bunch of Tekashis. Why the dudes, why they didn't put that money together and really put that behind somebody that got real drive, that respect the culture.
You speaking about being really real now. You saying
Tekashi did what he was supposed to do. Them niggas that got locked up, and I'm risking my life talking like this.
Yeah, you saying fuck these clown niggas on everything. Fuck getting a bag with them too. Just because it's a bag there to get, don't mean you need
good money.
Nigga.
Yeah. I believe that form of selling your soul.
Yeah,
like
I'm with you on that. Like You already got a bag, my nigga. Why you got to get an extra bag from fucking with a clown? Like, it don't make no sense. You ain't got to go there. Like,
So it
for real.
exposed who
Yeah.
people was, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't just Tekashi. It was just like, he's
Yeah.
a plant. Tekashi, people like Charleston White and DJ Vlad and Jordan Tower, those type of people really just supposed to be ignored. You know what I mean? Like, I heard y'all talking about that on the show earlier. I pay attention. When they mentioned Charleston White, he's one of those ones we don't need to feed into it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got to tap into that story, see what's up with that. But yeah, basically, we already know he a clown, but now you getting into it with a 17, 18-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you talking about shooting them and all of this, and it done went viral. Like,
he's a cop, he's a police.
You with
anybody that got influence that provoke violence, but
Yeah.
work with the police and publicly say, I'm going to call the police, but they provoking violence.
Yeah,
we got to call it what it is. He's the what was that dude that turned on FRAATHOUSE, the O'Neal guy? Those are the modern day day undercovers. They're meant to provoke on the internet.
Yeah, them the same type of cats that exposed the Black Panthers. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Those are nothing but social media influencers that the government probably got living in Alaska somewhere. Charleston White real name might be Bo Dixon. We don't know who he really is. He just pop up on the internet to provoke one of those celebrities, because it's a new way of robbery. They call it highway robbery.
Yeah.
Certain celebrities that they're done with, because Satan don't got no mercy. Certain celebrities that they feel like they done with, they try to provoke them in situations to get that money back from them.
Right.
When they couldn't get OJ, because OJ, OJ was blessed. That's all I'm gonna say. God helped OJ. Black people helped OJ. Even when OJ was fucking with the blue eye, cocaine and blue eyes and being an Uncle Tom, we had sympathy for OJ, and the Negro spiritual came through for OJ.
No, I'll say that for real.
But eventually they got OJ. When they sent his ass in there, when they threw with you, it's a robbery. They got to get that money. Bill Cosby was getting too much money. They was done with Bill. Get some of the money. They made R. Kelly one of the great, and R. Kelly sick as a motherfucker, but I hate them more than R. Kelly. That's just me. I hate them more than R. Kelly. So they been knew R. Kelly was doing what he was doing. They made him work. They took it all. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always do. So T.I. and people like that, they're being provoked because they're just through with them. And they'll use a Charleston White to try to provoke T.I. into doing some dumb shit so they could just, nail in the coffin.
That's a deep perspective, my brother. But check this out. I want to close with this. I want you to tell us about Blunt Rap Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And then, because we got another guest coming on.
Gotcha.
But I definitely want you to tell us about Blunt Rap Entertainment.
You don't got to hang up. But
you know what I'm saying? And then you don't have to hang up. You can stay with us. But we got another guest on the line that got to come in. But let us know about Blunt Rap Entertainment and plug yourself and tell the people where they can find you at.
Blunt Rap ENT. Blunt Rap is a movement. It's an acronym. It means boldly living united in truth, rebelling as people. Even though we like to hit the ganja, it got nothing to do with the ganja. We about being bold with the truth. Y'all could get plugged in with us at BluntRapENT.com. My name's Step, Blunt Rap Boss. Shout out to everybody at Blunt Rap ENT, the Blunt Rap Capo who gonna be on this show next week. Shout out to Val Skip. Shout out to everybody at Blunt Rap ENT. Our overall goal is just to uplift our people.
Tell us that acronym one more time.
Boldly living united in truth, rebelling as people.
I'm loving that.
Hell yeah.
That's raw shit.
We definitely got you back because this conversation ain't done.
Thank y'all for having me, man. I'm about to go eat some soul food and relax and look at the rest of the show. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, thank you too, my brother. Salute, man.
If you want to tap back in the car, man, feel free.
Okay, bet.
Always back.
All right.
100.
Hey, you gonna watch? I got a song I'm gonna play for you in a minute, so stay tuned.
I bet.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.